Who's going to argue for him?
I think you're saying he protected them because you know now that what he did was successful.
That's right.
If it had been unsuccessful,
Right.
he may have deprived the board and the company of the ability to find a different answer that could have resulted.
That's exactly right. He did
One
that.
of the things that always fascinates me about this CEO position is sometimes you have to take a position that breaks some rules in what you think will be the best interest of the company.
That's right.
And then you pay the consequence.
That's right.
You're wrong, you're out, you're gone, and it's a disaster.
That's right.
If you're right, you may be out also.
You may be out,
But
or
you
you
may
may
have
be
saved the
hero,
company.
or you may save the company.
And I don't
That's
know of any analytic methodology
That's
that
right.
can substitute for that. That's what he gets paid for.
And when we work with people at this level, there's all the sort of project-based, process-based, well-thought-out work, and there's this other side, okay? And it is often this other side that is part of the deepening of when we call moving into the advisory relationships with CEOs and C-suite. Yeah, Russ.
I'm interested who he consulted with, because in my experience, when a situation, maybe not this draconian, but the CEO has come to me and said, help me think this through, as
Right.
somebody that's not in his management team.
Right.
And let me bounce this off of you. So it's almost the way you described it, it's almost like he did this off on his own. I mean, did he consult with somebody, and who did he consult with?
I don't know exactly, because I don't think he'll say. But my guess, from knowing something about him and having worked with CEOs very much like him, there was probably some very tight inner circle, not his management team.
Just a couple more minutes, because I think the dialogue is actually more important than what you...
I think we should accept responsibility for prematurely jumping into this without thinking through all the implications and the dynamics of the politics, and kind of coming at this with a better thought through approach to the workshop, getting people on board. And
you seriously think you will get a second chance?
I think if I have a high-quality relationship with you, and that in the spirit of the relationship, that I would appreciate a second chance.
Meet with the clients you think are most disappointed in us, and try to understand what they think needs to get done, and turn this project around to meet those expectations. We didn't get the client expectations straight. We didn't understand the two cultures walking into the meeting. So we will spend the time with those individuals. We'll do that on our nickel. We'll try and figure out how to set this up for success. If you still want to change advisors, if you think that's the right answer, but let us help you figure out how to get this back on track with the two parts of your team that were in the room.
With the way that was done visibly into the entire team that was involved, the credibility that was lost turned in to something that was unusually impressive. You took it to an unusual level of accountability. You understand what